Hey, what's up, guys? It has finally started. Yay.
Yeah. I'm still happy like hoping to proceed forward. You're okay with that? You're okay with that? Well, yes, we're okay with yes. Forward. You said we're on that direction. We'll say. So we can start doing the by side? Yes, yes. All right. So again, we're back to the record of our council. Here's the president that mayor. Not present at the moment. That's agreeable. Yes, there's a sequel. All right. Understand? Thank you. Ron, did you call me yesterday to correct something about your testimony last week? Yes. What was it specifically that you wanted to correct?
So, I think Roy's talking, he was talking about a shooting range that I went to in Los Angeles. I forget the dates, but that was 2 weeks prior to me texting Rakim, and I was on a business trip, finalizing my jewelry company that I had. I was staying here.
At least on business part. The exhibit that you're talking about, was that a video that was made at a shooting range?
Yes, it was.
Okay, and are you saying that, well, since, what was it that you did over the weekend that helped you refresh your memory under that video?
Well, I went through my Instagram story because I didn't understand the question yet. Years ago.
So you went back to Instagram to look at the video surrounding that to figure out where that was shot. Do you remember the date that Well, I think the testimony on cross was that it was captured on October 19th. Of 2021. Does that sound right?
That's correct.
And when you went back and looked at the video, was that what you observed? As well?
Yes, he had a story with a bunch of pictures that had multiple guns, not 2 guns he showed that had a lot of guns on the table that I was using.
Okay. So my question though was that it was shot on October 19th, correct?
Yes, it was.
We're here on business, correct?
Yes.
What do you remember what day you flew in?
16.
So October 16th, 2021?
Yes.
And after the video was shot, did you leave Los Angeles prior to this that we were talking about in November? Yes. So after you fly on October 16th,
Yeah.
the video was shot October 19th, when did you next leave Los Angeles?
20th.
Of October?
Yes.
Okay. And when you flew out of Los Angeles, was that also, where did you fly to? You know?
New York. And a few days later, I went to North Carolina.
When you flew out of Los Angeles to New York, was that a commercial flight or a private jet?
It was commercial flight.
Did you have to go through security?
I did.
When you flew to Charlotte or North Carolina, was that also a commercial flight?
It was.
Okay. You were asked questions on cross-examination about what was contained in certain police reports. Do you know what's contained in the police reports?
No.
Have you read the police reports?
No.
Did you have any control over what the police wrote in the report? And if I may just clarify before you answer that. For instance, did the police officers read back to you, here's what I'm going to in the report before they wrote their reports?
No.
Do you know what is captured in all of the surveillance video that was collected in this case?
No.
Have you had an opportunity to watch all of the video, or have you only been shown snippets or short clips?
I'll show them short clips and very few. Ain't too much.
Okay. Your Honor, I have my next exhibit, a DVD with a transcript. This transcript is a DVD with a transcript. Right, the DVD is 24. Transcript 25. And, oh, yes, sir. Make sure everybody gets this. You don't. The video is March 24th. I believe that's at 12 minutes and 56 seconds, Your Honor. I'm just going to put.
I don't know why it's so laggy. I've got it hooked up to my router. So I don't know why it's so laggy. I do apologize for that.
Here at the very beginning, Mr. Efron, you recognize what you see there?
Yeah, I'm looking at a video.
Are you depicted in that video?
Yeah.
Which one are you? You can point out for us. Okay. I think he indicated the only person in the video wearing a hat specifically has, it looks like a red blender. And if the date stamp at the bottom here says December 17, 2021, I know dates are hard for you to recall. It does sound about right on when you first watched surveillance videos.
Yes, so yeah.
Would you trust the date stamp with your own memory?
Yeah.
And the two people that we see at the bottom of the screen, you know what either of their role is in this case?
The detective, Medicine and Flores.
Oh, you remember their names? Okay. So would Flores be the one more towards the center of the screen, and then be the one in the far bottom right hand corner?
That's right.
Okay. All right, I'm going to play the video. That's where so right now it's 22, 22, 12. So the rapid looking at traffic right here, the one is the first one that explained to me that it was on the side of me telling me like, because there was something I was saying, I felt like I'm going to let him have it. So then I told him a little closer to me, the issues, the shit with the shaking, and then once it with the shaking, that's when we shot down the top two. We shot down. So at the same time, like when I shot down, trying to shoot around those. All right. So we're on that point to see what kind of courses. Now it's a great picture there. Let's see what we can kind of best achieve. Usually we're right. It's really happen. You guys see videos? See activity, that's right. We're sure to get the
Hey, Christy. This is Charlie ASAP Rocky. I got a new mic as well, Christy. So, how do I sound?
Oh shit. You got the James, I told you got ready. You ran it on the corner. It was over when I was home.
Yeah, I got my hard drive hooked up to my internet box, and it's still showing the little connection that's able if you're on Wi-Fi. Try plugging into your router or moving it close. Yeah, and that's what I did. I plugged it into my actual router, and it's still showing the little icon and it's still running glitchy. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I actually like how this microphone sounds. It sounds way better than that last one I had. Hey, Mouse.
That's my
Sorry for how choppy it is.
So I still can't make that.
ASAP Rocky turned down a plea deal for 180 days in jail, a 7-year suspended sentence, and 3 years probation. It just makes me wonder exactly why. If you're getting that such sweet deal, why would you turn it down and just go ahead and take? I mean, would you guys in the chat do anything like that? If someone came back with a deal for 180 days in jail, 7 year sentence, and 3 years probation. I think he's stupid for doing that.
shown is that if you go from a distance that shows the corner of Selma and Delmar that's blurry.
Yes, okay.
I mean, what do you guys say in the chat? Should he have accepted the plea deal?
Let's check on the channel 5 of this one here. So it's going to be same location, different angle of camera. It's going to be positioned a little bit on the north side of the building. This just kind of faces the thing. As the street kind of curves around, it still faces the street. So I see the people run right, and I thought he, and then currently, and then eventually goes back and let's see if we can kind of identify each other as they go by. So clock 17.
Yeah, I just found out this morning when I took my daughter to school, she just got over the flu, and her teacher told me that there's 3 students in my daughter's class that have the flu. So I just hope my daughter don't get the flu all over again. Well, that's just it, Mouse. He pulled a gun on his friend out in front of a Hollywood hotel in view of everybody. So clearly, they must have something on him. Is that buzzing on the video that they're playing? Because it's annoying. No, I think that might be the interrogation video that they're playing for ASAP Rocky. I'm not 100% positive. Hey, Melissa. Yeah, basically, Mouse, ASAP Rocky is the boyfriend of Rihanna. And Rihanna, she has testified a couple of times uh, at this trial on behalf of her man. I think she's supposed to testify again today. I am not positive, but that's what I've read and what I've heard is so far she's been testifying like the last couple of days, and it's always on his behalf. That buzzing's annoying. Now, is that ASAP Rocky in the video, or is that somebody else? He shot at his friend Jim. I don't think he hit him, but from the reports I've read, he did definitely shoot at him. Thank you, Mouse.
Yes.
Mr. Tucker, asked you a lot of questions about specific times that certain events happen.
Now, see, I wonder if
Do you remember a specific time?
if he is convicted, since he turned down the plea bargain for a 7-year suspended sentence. I'm wondering if he's going to get that 7-year sentence, or if he's going to get a much
Do you
steeper
remember
sentence.
specific dates and times they posted pictures to Instagram?
3 years ago.
Buzzing's gone now, Jim.
Are there many details that you have clear memory of in this case, but you can't say exactly what time things occurred, or even necessarily exactly what word things happened? Is that a correct statement?
I mean, if I was prepared and understood, yeah, I'll give an answer instead of not knowing.
Well, as this incident was happening, was this a traumatic incident to you?
It was.
Were there things about this incident that you were focusing
I think that's the friend he shot at. I'm not sure.
He did it again.
Yeah, were you, when the defendant pulled the gun out?
Yeah, that's the friend that he shot at.
Were you focused on what 12 was doing?
I mean, I got a little glimpse. I was mostly focused on Rakim.
Mr. Tech, can I ask you about photograph people 17? And I believe in his question of you, he asked you questions about either when the photograph was taken or when the injuries that you received in that photograph were from. I just want to clarify, do you remember the exact date that that picture was taken?
I mean, he didn't show me no time or.
Do you know if it was within a day or a couple days of the shooting in this case?
I know it was after the shooting because that's my hand. I just didn't wasn't able to see the time.
The injuries in that photograph.
Yeah, I know, Melissa. That's wild, isn't it?
Yes, it was.
When he asked you questions about those injuries, either he asked you or you mentioned something from the ground. What were you talking about related to the ground when it came to those injuries?
Like a ricochet or something.
Like something bounced off the ground and hit your hand?
Yeah. I wasn't able to tell, but I know instantly my hand was hot. Like after
So he was shot in the hand.
At the moment you're saying that you felt your hand was hot, where was your hand in relation to the ground?
It was hot.
It wasn't on the ground.
No, it was on the ground.
Was it in the air?
Yeah, it was outside.
So Rocky shot at the ground, and the bullet ricocheted up
Did you
and hit his
physically
friend in
punch
the
or
hand.
strike Hills
Is
that night?
that is
No.
that physically possible to do?
Other than grabbing Hills by the sweatshirt, did you do anything else physical to Hills?
No, he was protecting me. Well, regardless of what I said to him, he could build the film, he was protecting me.
Which is your dominant hand, the right or your left hand?
Right,
And which hand was injured?
left.
Okay. If you need me to pull up the surveillance video again, I will. No, but Mr. Efron, at the moment the gun was fired, to your recollection of being there that night, was there anyone between the four of you who was acting like
I guess, Mouse, magical bullet.
Absolutely not.
Can you explain to the jury what you were doing with Hills in that moment that the gun was first pulled at the intersection of Vista Del Mar and Selma?
When he first got pulled,
Yeah.
I was just shocked that he pulled the gun. It was so close to me after the first shot. I just
It was the magic bullet.
instantly ran and grabbed it.
Did you?
I didn't know what he, no, it wasn't behind me. He was off to the side of me, so it was easy to grab.
And what did you do?
Oh wow!
I used him as a shield, he gave me a shield,
How so?
grab him up, put him in front of Rakim.
In Japan, if you so much shoot at that
Yeah.
shotgun, is jail for life across the board. Wow!
Mr. Takakina has alleged that not only
Remind me
was
never
a
go
prop
to
gun that the
Japan.
defendant had that night, but you knew that was a prop gun. Okay. Have you heard that there's an allegation that the gun used that night was a prop gun?
You said, okay,
Rounds right here.
Remind me never to go to Japan.
Have you heard? So I'll ask the question again. Have you heard that there's an allegation that the defendant used a prop gun that night?
no, I never heard of a prop gun before in my life.
Never before.
Never before ever.
Well, you were asked questions on their examination about a prop gun, correct?
Or Takino, Miss Takino.
No, when I asked you about it.
Okay.
So are you aware that there's an allegation in this case that the gun the defendant had was a prop gun?
Oh, wait, can you pull up? Like, understand the question?
Oh,
So there's an allegation that ASAP Rocky had a prop gun that night.
sure. Are you aware
Hey brother, how you doing?
that it's claimed the defendant had a prop gun that night?
No, no. Okay, you know, okay, prop gun.
Did you believe that night that he had a prop gun?
Of course not.
At any point that night, did you accuse the defendant of shooting at you with a real gun?
Yes, I told him that my text.
What text are you referring to that you sent it?
And when I sent him, the 30 hour after, I went back and found the bullets. I was trying to kill me. Try to take me away from my boy.
Okay. Are you referring to, and I can zoom in on People 21, page 3? You tried killing me?
Yeah, you try to kill me.
Right. And then on page 7, was this the text you were referring to about taking you away from your daughter?
Yeah. Yeah, that word set me up, trying to take me from my daughter.
At any point did you respond to your text messages to tell you that it was a fake gun?
I was never going to respond after I hit
Yeah. I think I should know.
ask yes or no questions, please say yes.
At any point in time,
Judge
after
sounds
this
like he's
incident,
getting irritated.
you send a text message to Welby indicating that the defendant shot you with a drill gun.
Yes.
All right, Mark. Next exhibit.
How many pages?
This is 5 pages.
I'm wondering exactly how much time ASAP Rocky is looking at. I mean, because he did turn down the plea agreement, which was 180 days in jail, a 7-year suspended sentence, and 3 years probation. He turned that down and just went ahead and pleaded guilty. I wonder if he's looking at that underlying sentence that was in the plea deal for 7 years. It makes me wonder exactly how long he's looking at if he's found guilty. But like I believe it was either the defense attorney or said that there was an allegation of a prop gun used that night. So I mean, Rocky did shoot at his friend, and that's his friend that's on the witness stand. He shot him in the left hand because the bullet ricocheted off the ground and hit him in the left hand. I don't know. I mean, he didn't kill him or anything like that. I mean, the bullet ricocheted off the ground and hit him in the left hand, and that's his friend on the stand right now, testifying against him. Now, I thought you could only get life if you actually killed somebody. Since he didn't kill anybody, I'm wondering if maybe he'll get like 10, 20 years. I mean, what do you think about that, brother? Let me know in the live chat, brother, what you think, possibly how long ASAP Rocky might get for shooting his friend in the hand.
So, Mr. Efron, I'm going to show you the top of People's 26. Do you recognize this to be your text thread between you and Welby?
Yes.
I know the numbers are blocked out, but you haven't saved your name as well, correct?
Yeah, correct.
Okay. And that would be the same Welby that we've been talking about, who was present that night?
Yes.
Okay. Want to go to page 2. In the middle of the page, there's a text message that you sent from Terrell to 12 that said, "You good," and the time is at 9:44 p.m. on November 6th, correct?
Correct.
That would have been the last text message you sent to him immediately before this incident. Do you agree?
Yes.
Okay.
That's a very good question, Mouse.
Bottom of page 3 is a text message from you to 12B. It says,
Must be more than 7 if that was the plea deal. Is this his first time being arrested? You know, that's a very good question.
so that would be
Um,
Your next
I'm
message
not
is
sure on
probably
that.
after the shoot, correct?
Yes.
And if you need, I will approach you, go through it, but did 12 ever respond to that text message to you?
No.
You know that?
The only person responds to you.
Okay. But 12 never responded back to you to tell you that it was a fake gun, did he?
No.
Last equals 27. Okay. So we're going to do a little more tricky. Let's start from equals 27. If you can, look at the front page. I have the numbers blacked out. If you didn't have this number saved in your phone, would you agree? There's no big deal underneath it. Can you tell though from the content that this is your text thread with Ills or Elijah? Can you go through them?
I can't see which side though.
So you receive a message.
Oh, yeah.
You respond. You responded. And then you receive the message. Okay.
Yeah, Melissa, I don't have any guns either. I'm not allowed to own a
So let's
firearm.
go.
But I do have knives.
The middle text message on that page, November 6th at 10:07. You texted Elijah out front, correct?
Correct.
And that is, would you agree that's the last message you sent to Elijah or Ills prior to this shooting, correct?
Yeah, right.
And then the last text at the bottom, that would be the text you sent to Ills on November 8th, 2021 at 6:56 a.m., correct?
That's right.
And it says, y'all set me up with a hard one, correct?
Yes.
Did Elijah ever respond to that text message?
Yeah, I think something Elijah was talking.
What did Elijah say? Objection.
You're saying.
At any point, did Elijah respond to say that it was a fake gun that night? Objection. All right. May I offer an offer? Yes, I'm going to offer for non-hearsay purposes.
Okay.
All right.
I understand. All right, the objection.
Did Elijah ever respond that night to say that it was a prop gun in any way?
No.
Did you ever hear about a prop gun or a starter pistol or a fake gun related to this case before January 21st, 2025? Data selection started.
That was the first time I ever heard about it.
If you had known or believed that the defendant had a prop gun, would you have to use Ills as a human shield?
I mean, that would happen. I don't even see it. No.
You described before that after you used Ills as a human shield, the defendant was moving, trying to move around Ills. Was that your prior testimony?
That's correct.
Can you explain if he was using a prop gun and you knew it was a prop gun, and the defendant knew that you knew it was a prop gun, why you would have to move his body around Ills like objection?
More questions on that. Speculation. Speculation. Question. Sustain.
You were there that night, Mr. F. Correct.
Okay.
November 6, 2021.
Yes.
Are you aware of any reason why the defendant would need to move around hills like that if he was using a prop gun?
Objection. Speculation. Okay. Can you say that again, please?
Are you aware of any reason why the defendant would need to move around hills like that if he was using a prop gun?
No.
Your memory, based on being there that night, did 12 behave in a way that indicated that he knew it was a prop gun?
Objection.
That's not legal objection.
Speculation.
Rakim. Counsel making some objections.
They're really stuck on the whole prop gun thing, aren't they?
I'll ask you this.
Stop. The objection to stay.
You saw how 12 behaved that night, correct?
Oh, that judge is getting mad.
You also saw how 12 behaved from the surveillance video, correct?
Correct.
In your opinion, is that in any way consistent with a prop gun being used?
No.
How did he behave? How do you remember?
He ran. Of course, he ran behind the wall.
Away from the defendant?
Yeah, he just was gone.
Wait a second. And move across his body to demonstrate.
Okay. That night, November 6, 2021, how many shots did you believe the defendant fired at you to the best of your knowledge?
I said 3 or 4. It was 3 or 4.
Have you consistently stated from your memory that the defendant fired 3 or 4 shots at you?
Yes, that was in all of mine. Yes.
When you were interviewed by the police officer at the Hollywood station on November 8, 2021, how many shots did you tell him that the defendant fired at you?
3 or 4.
When you were interviewed by a detective from the Hollywood station over the phone on November 9, 2021, how many shots did you tell them that the defendant fired at you?
I always kept it 3 or 4. That's what I thought. The sound, and I just thought it was 3 or 4.
When you were interviewed by the 3 detectives, Menifee, Flores, and Camacho over the phone on November 9th, how many shots did you tell them that you believe the defendant fired at you?
I always thought it was 3 or 4. That's what I thought it was.
So he shot at his friend 3 or 4 times, and he only had, and he only hit him in the hand.
3 or 4.
When you went to the scene that night, how many expended cartridge casings did you find?
Count 2.
When you went to the police station, even though you only had 2 fire cartridge casings, did you still tell them that you thought it was 3 or 4 gunshots?
I did. That's what I thought.
Are you aware that you've been accused by the defense of having planted those 2 cartridge casings at the scene?
I am.
Was there anything
Yeah, Jim,
preventing you if you planted those casings from bringing
a
the same
prop
amount of
gun can
casings
actually
through
fire real bullets.
before that you reported to the police?
Because if you look at it, it was a
Was there
prop
anything
gun
preventing you? You
that
actually did plant those cartridge casings.
that was used in the
Was
Rust
there anything preventing you
shooting
from planting 3 or 4 at the scene?
with Alec Baldwin that killed the cinematographer.
Yeah, I
It was a prop gun that was used
But you didn't plant them, correct?
No, I know that.
that delivered the fatal bullet to
That's what you found.
Exactly what I thought.
Brandon Lee.
Was it much later in this case
So prop guns can actually kill people.
conclusion that it was actually 2 shots that were fired?
Was it much later in this case after you was it much later in this case after you heard audio from the video that you came to the conclusion that it was actually 2 shots that were fired at you?
Yes, after I heard the audio, I realized it was 2 shots.
Have you heard the audio recording before you gave any of the statements to police or the prior DA, Fred Engel?
I only heard the audio. Preliminary hearing, which was like,
And that happened after all those statements to police that we just went over.
correct,
And the statement that you gave to the prior DA, Mr. Engel, correct?
correct.
Did you even know that that video existed before it was played in the preliminary hearing in November 20?
What video?
The one that has audio of the two contracts.
Oh yeah, Jim. Yeah, that is kind of a pretty bad shot. If you shoot at somebody 3 or 4 times and you only hit him in the hand by a ricochet bullet.
Good morning, speaking of saying, people always said 3 or 4 shots. Look, my wallet's cheap. You don't take my wallet. I come with them. You know what wallet is? Sorry.
Let's go, Mr. Tucker, you want to go?
Well, we're gonna go. That's my question. You know what wallet is?
I do.
Okay. In fact, you told Wally. You shot him 5 times.
Right, no, I didn't.
You said
No, I
no.
didn't.
And by the way, speaking of Wally, this Thursday was my first day of cross-examination of you, and I asked you about statements made in Wally that morning.
The morning.
The morning of the examination, yes, sir. The morning of the examination last Thursday. I asked you a question about Wally. You stated you may have.
Yes, it does sound crazy and very unsafe, Jim. It really does.
At the lunch break, Mr. Efron, you called Wally, correct?
I called him after everything because, I mean, you guys got y'all whipping up lies over here. None of you know that Mr. Tucker- And I'm not, and I'm not,
Wait.
Okay, Wally's name was brought up on cross-examination, I mean, statements you made on recordings that you say were fake. You call Wally.
Yeah.
Compound question, there's questions. About whether you made a phone call on the lunch break following your getting your cross-examination. You said question. You call on your lunch break?
No. You called that court.
Yes, I did.
And, question Wally.
Because I mean, you guys, it's just lying, lies after lies, you can't back it up. These guys,
We can't back it up.
you can't, you can't.
You hear the tape recording?
All right.
I guess we'll see about that, right?
Your Honor, the court instructed previously, and this is pretty for license, Mr. Complaint not do that, it is correct.
Right.
That's right.
But I. No, I know what you're saying. I'm just
saying.
Don't get editorialized.
And you should try to. His answers are fine.
They are not responsible.
They are not. Anyway, so you called him because we were presenting fake evidence to you.
Yes or no?
I don't know. I don't know, man. It's just, I don't know.
112.
As far as you guys just keep playing fake audio to me, like fake stuff, I never said none of that to me. It doesn't even make sense. It doesn't fit in with this case. You're trying to slip it.
Okay, stop. All right, you have a question.
So that's why. Well, wow.
I mean, you guys are saying I'm cool with him. I got no good, and he's getting a fake lie.
He seems like a combative witness.
Like, he didn't answer, so I don't know what are we talking about? He did not answer. You would say he answered and made another school call?
Motion to strike is non-responsive.
Move to strike zones. That's.
Yeah, the entire answer is not.
Your Honor, counsel is editorialized. Right, I thought he had so to say about one, yes. Well, not editorialized, why I'm asking these straight.
Just stop. Just stop.
I'm not swallowing.
No squabble zone.
No squabble zone. I like that.
Asked about Texas to Rocky and who's manager John after the incident. 21. Remember you asked that by Mr. President a few minutes ago? Text after the incident. Say, try to kill me.
You know, I don't get what you're saying.
Last text, that's not text messages, but it was long break, just a few minutes ago. After the incident, where he texts Rocky and his manager John, saying you tried to kill him. You're being asked those questions by Mr. Result.
I'm sorry, I don't get what you're saying. It's not clear. It's double negative. I don't get what you're saying right now.
This guy just seems like a combative witness when it comes to the defense.
Now, I answer something I don't understand.
Do you remember the break slow? Do you remember? Okay. Do you remember being asked by Mr. Result a few minutes ago today about text messages you sent? Okay, with me so far. Are you with me so far?
You're annoying, bro. Just come on.
Are you with
We
me?
ain't even get to the case. What are you doing here?
Are you just stop? Stop. Are you keeping up with the question?
I can't keep up with it. I can't take it.
You gotta answer the questions. He asks the questions. He didn't ask the question. He just wants to know if you're keeping up with it. Just ask the whole question.
Sure. You were being asked by Mr. Result a few minutes ago about text messages you sent to Rocky and his manager after the incident, saying you tried to kill him.
Yes.
Oh. And you were also saying you tried to kill me. During that same time, you were sending messages saying, I'm going to get
Yes,
you in
exactly, Jim.
Right.
This judge is getting aggravated.
Bro, let me talk.
And I wonder if he's getting aggravated at the witness
You keep trying to.
or at the
He's
defense.
asking you a yes or no question. Listen to the question and he's
But it clearly seems, in my view,
At the same time, you were saying that.
that
Also sending text
he's a
messages saying,
combative witness.
I don't recall.
You don't see those messages up here.
See what message? You know, like, that message.
No, I agree. The advised court had
You know.
yeah, the court just got the jury that might be-
Yeah, Mr. Wheeler has to leave. He's got an unavoidable commitment. He tried to postpone it, so he can leave now. He's back up.
Yes, I will do. Yes, I'll be. Thank you.
You promise?
Oh, 100%, Melissa. That's the way it seems to me. Is it's either a waste of time to him, or he just don't like the defense.
Why is y'all guys' text messages different from what I'm seeing all the time? I just don't get this. It's two different.
Is this already into? Yes, which is what?
I can't see nothing. I don't know what I'm looking at.
It's not on the screen? Is that screen?
Yeah, I see this one.
It's a word?
Yeah.
That's what this group attack is word.
So on words. Next morning, November 7th, 6:40 a.m. You sent a message saying to John.
That's not. That's not. That's my business.
That's just.
No, that's just me. It means next week.
So what you said to him. That's
Oh, he's getting combative right now.
Stop it. Like, what am I? Hey, what am I just texting? Who is this texting to?
Hey, we may see a bailiff freaking arrest a witness.
5 days. Deal with this man. Just said it was a.
Joe. Was this text to John or just to you?
It's too hard. It's my business.
Okay, it's too hard.
But he sent to your business partner at 6:40 a.m. that same morning. You're sending Rocky a message to try to kill me. A message saying, I want to get this gang's money.
Yeah, that's my business partner. He shot me. I have no career.
Well, yes, by Mr. President. So that videotape.
Maybe he's getting irritated because the defense is catching him in a lie or something.
And you were asked on page 3 of the transcript. You're not going to replay it. We can just go to page 3 of that transcript. Please.
Yeah.
And that's a possibility too. He's being cornered for something and he don't like it, so he's acting out in a combative fashion towards the defense.
On page 3, lines 14, 15, and 16. On this, yes, okay.
What am I looking at?
Lines 14, 15, and 16. Page 3. So while you were watching the video with the words that you had, you said that, and you see my girl, right? That was my girl. That was there. It was your testimony. That as you watch that video, you saw your girl really part with you. Okay. What do you mean by that? You
I
said,
don't recall. It was a long time ago. Next.
I don't.
Next. I don't recall.
Well, and then you asked a bunch of questions about
Sure, I just said I don't recall. It has nothing to do with nothing.
Let me see if everybody.
Let's keep it going.
Why'd they stop it, Jim? Is it because they possibly he's being combative? I think so. Very I've never seen a witness this combative when it came to the defense. That's just amazing. I mean, just like Melissa said, his body language seems to me like he feels that this is a waste of time for him. Well, it may be a waste of time for him, but at the same time, there's somebody on trial for shooting at him. Or at least this is what he alleges that Rocky shot at him.
one more thing. You asked about this clarification over the weekend regarding you recalling that shooting was in Los Angeles. You testified on redirect Mr. Moment that you understand my question. That's right. I asked you a few weeks before you when you found 2 9mm shell casings at the scene on November 6, 2021. I asked you if you fired 9mm weapons at shooting range, and you said Definitely not. I then asked you, definitely not. And you said, you heard me. Definitely not. Watch this clip.
3 years and 3 months ago. You expect me to
Just a
Appearance before November 6, 2021.
I don't know, but that sidebar he was having with the judge
You, that's fine.
said, "Don't make any more snide comments
Showcasing. You fired.
or any remark."
5 millimeter weapons and shooting range, right? Definitely not. Definitely not. You're definitely not.
You only said 9mm was multiple guns. You only showed 2 guns.
Then I showed you a video of you at a shooting range on October 19, 2021. Is that answer? I asked you about your testimony. You didn't fire any guns before November 6, 2021. And then you told the jury, I said, unless I was at a shooting range. After saying definitely not. Play that, please. Mr. Pepper, you just told the jury. I don't know what I'm going to do. What you just told this jury was that on November 6, 2021, you didn't fire any guns. So you had guns. You just had a shooting range. Then, as a matter of fact, we were talking about that shooting range. I'm trying to find out where it was.
I said Jersey.
I
said Jersey, but like what I said,
There's no question being asked. Stop. Wait till you get the question.
You heard.
Here we go
The
again.
prosecution asked for stipulation that was outside of California. The game on the rest of the day, yes, the stipulation on the day. Yes. Yes, stipulation.
And where is this? So there's a stipulation on that date. On that date, this is outside.
The way this guy is acting makes me wonder if ASAP Rocky really did pull a gun out of him and shoot at him. Or maybe his actions that day in the street out there in front of the one of the Hollywood hotels is the reason why ASAP Rocky shot at him. Because clearly the way he's acting in court right now, this isn't a random thing. He more than likely acts like that all the time. So maybe Rocky had a valid reason for shooting at him.
Not LA.
Of course, I mean, like what I said,
There's no question.
you asked me this.
Just wait. The question was not LA. Well, it's.
You said.
God, that judge is getting mad.
That's crazy. Not LA, but flesh out the question.
One thing you were certain.
Flesh out
Although
the
you didn't know where it
question.
was, you said New Jersey. One thing you were certain about. You specified the story was it was not LA. That's what you just.
I mean, I was just trying to get
You
you.
said yes or no?
Yes, whatever.
Then
Yes or no?
yesterday, after 2 o'clock in the afternoon,
Friday.
no sir, yesterday.
I would hate to have this judge.
Then yesterday, after 2 o'clock in the afternoon, well, before 2:50 in the afternoon, that 50-minute window, you called Mr. Rosalmio, telling him you wanted to clarify some information from your testimony last week. Correct.
Oh, yeah, I had to go back and do my homework. You question.
Is the answer yes, that you did?
Yes, yes.
Okay. And specifically, you advised Mr. Rizal that you could recall where the video from the shooting range was finally recorded. Correct?
Yes, sir. That's Los Angeles on my timestamp on my phone, which you would allow me to see.
And you, I wouldn't allow
I
you
mean,
to
the way you knew it said Los Angeles, one video.
Right. Don't debate with Mr. Captain. Wait for the question.
You told Mr. Rizal that you had gone back and reviewed your Instagram, that you now recall that the video was recorded in Los Angeles on October 19, 2021. Correct?
Yes, correct.
Your Instagram that showed you in Los Angeles on October 19, 2021. Is it?
Yes, it is.
Really? I'm going to give you a live phone. You show me on your Instagram. Show me on your Instagram where it shows that you're in Los Angeles on October 19, 2021.
What do you mean, live phone?
Oh, your Instagram. Your Instagram.
No, we have
Oh, they're trying to catch him in a lie.
You have to go to my phone, my actual phone, go to my archive. You have to show me something of my highlights, which is not there. You
Stop. This is,
You're not going to shut me up. I'm always
Ron, stop. Just stop talking. It's,
We have a letter from the
Oh,
DA, and the letter says that this Efron.
I didn't think that this trial was going to get
His Instagram.
heated
Yes,
like
my
this
Instagram.
Your Instagram
between
has
a
no laws.
witness, the judge, and the
You're
defense
trying to show me
attorney.
somebody else's that I can't activate where I can go to my archive. You're not
All right,
slick.
stop. He doesn't need to go on someone else's phone.
You have your phone with you.
You know I don't got it over there. We can get it, I can show you. We can go there right now.
So your Instagram is what caused you to go back.
No, you did, because you're sneaky.
Don't be insulting. Stop it.
I'm feeling.
He is not insulting you. Don't insult him. Don't insult any lawyer that's asking you questions. You're not doing yourself any good
Oh,
by doing that.
I mean, I'm getting. I mean, this is not what I.
How much longer do you have?
Well, thanks. Question for you.
It's 12 o'clock. I'd like
he gonna get arrested if he don't watch it.
Yeah, we will.
Mr. Efron, before we take the, right.
So anyway, what was it that caused you to remember this? What did you see?
You get your question asked, and I give you time, triple me up. So I went back and I analyzed my whole Instagram, analyzed everything you said, and I started realizing what you was doing. So then I went to my archive. You just tried to show me something over a story that came in your archive. So you're already like lying to people. Or lying on
God, come
situation.
on, dude.
Because you know I cannot see it through that way.
You cannot accuse anybody of lying. Do not do that. I told you, nothing derogatory.
Nobody told me this.
I'm telling you, and I've been telling you, do not be derogatory toward anyone in this courtroom. Go ahead.
Stefan, in fact, what happened yesterday was at 2 o'clock.
This dude.
Somebody called to the handling of Don't F with Justice posted 2 photos on Twitter.
I think someone needs to freaking put a placard on the front of that witness booth. Hostile witness.
Just saying.
I'm asking you the question what these are.
Because he is a very, very hostile and combative witness when it comes to the defense. I didn't see him acting like this when the prosecution was asking him questions, but he's acting like this when the defense is asking him questions, which I don't understand.
And another 211 showing a picture of you at the shooting range of the Supreme Court, and another side by side of the Los Angeles Film Club shooting range. It's identical to the one from you. You see that?
I don't get the question. You gotta say it again, please.
I don't get the question.
That was sent to me this morning to a friend. I never seen that.
Oh, so you did see that?
Yeah, that was sent to this morning. Somebody sent it to me.
All right, so what is, whatever Mr. Tack, was the first time you saw it?
This morning in the text message.
What time?
She hit me last night. The girl who sent this to me, and then I seen it this morning. This is the first time I saw it.
This morning's the first time you see it.
And what that is a picture of you from the video before last week. Well, you know where it was, in New Jersey. I was there. I mean, anything else? Let's finish my question. And
It is same question.
what is that picture of, sir?
It's a recreational shooter in the church.
What's the other picture?
It's a shooting range.
Yeah, the one on the left. It's the one on the left.
Just the other shooter.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's the one you would shoot, right?
Okay.
And the recreational shooting range is the Los Angeles Gun Club, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So that was posted at 2 o'clock yesterday. It says on the post. And incidentally, right after 2 o'clock, you told Mr. Sloan to say, I remembered.
I did not see this. And but I did not see this. I need to see this. I told you.
Let him finish the question.
So it's your testimony, sir, that it is a mere coincidence that minutes after, let me finish my question. It's your testimony, Mr. Efron, that it is a mere coincidence that minutes after these pictures were posted on the internet by somebody named Don't F with Justice.
Exactly, Jim.
pictures posted
Exactly.
showing you at Los
I'm surprised they haven't taken him to jail yet.
2021. It's a mere coincidence that you then have to pull the DA within minutes of that post to say you went back and looked at your Instagram and somehow you refresh your recollection that you were in Los Angeles on that day.
You just listen to yourself. I took me all the way to me from Friday. You're a lot. I had to figure it out. It wasn't easy.
What was that? What did you
I said, it's a lot to deal with, so I had to figure it out.
All right.
I had to figure it out. Like I said, I figured it out on Sunday. I had to keep looking and finding because, like what I said, it wasn't easy.
All right, let me wrap this up with this. Mr. When you saw your video of your trial testimony on this topic, correct, just a few minutes ago. Okay. Okay, yes, I did. Okay.
you say? Yes.
Yes. Did you look like you were confused by that question at all when you said definitely not?
I'm gonna be honest, I just want to stop talking to you. I thought it was over.
So you just the answer.
It's not an answer. I just understand. I need time. Obviously, something like that you need time. A lot of your questions you need time. You don't show me no dates, no nothing. Just like how you said, John.
Nothing pending. Stop. Say it again.
I'm done.
All right. Yes, Mr. Efron. Go back.
Okay, thank you so much for being my lurker.
1:45, would that be better? All right, folks, we'll be back in session at 1:45. Mr. Slovic has some work to do.
Mhm. Okay. Um. Basically, the gentleman on the stand, Cheryl, uh, is the victim. He accused ASAP Rocky of shooting at him, and that's what ASAP Rocky's on trial for, is shooting at his friend outside of a Hollywood hotel. And this gentleman on the stand is the friend that ASAP Rocky shot at, and it came out that he shot at him 3 or 4 times, but the only wound he had was he was shot in the hand, and that was because a bullet ricocheted off the ground and hit him in his left hand. So it was like the magic bullet, I guess. And he was very, I don't know if you watched it for like the last 10 minutes, Jim. He was very hostile. He was hostile towards the defense, and I almost thought a couple of times that they were going to have a bailiff arrest him because because of how he was acting towards the defense. And I mean, his body language, like Melissa had stated earlier, that his body language was like he just thought this was all a waste of time. But seeing the way he acts uh, here in the courtroom, I mean, that's not just a off. That could possibly be the way he acts outside of the courtroom, and maybe that's why Rocky shot at him. It was because he was acting the way he was acting towards the defense, towards Rocky out in the street in front of the Hollywood Hotel, and there was allegations that the gun used was a prop gun, and they kept the prosecution kept asking over and over again about the prop about if it was a prop gun, and a prop gun can be used not just to shoot blanks, but to actually shoot bullets, and uh, because if you look at it, a prop gun was used in the Rust case, where Alec Baldwin accidentally killed the cinematographer, and that the gun that was used was a prop gun, and the gun that was used in the Crow movie back when Brandon Lee was accidentally shot and had passed away. The gun used in that scene that killed Brandon Lee was a prop gun. So prop guns can actually hurt you, and if you're not careful, the prop guns can kill you. Yeah, just look at the Rust case. Yeah, the cinematographer, she died because she was accidentally shot by a prop gun. And yeah, thank you for supporting me, Cheryl. Okay, Melissa. But I mean, it's a very interesting case, Cheryl. It really is. You mean I know a lot of us came to the true crime community for Idaho 4, but there are some other very interesting cases out there as well. And I'm going to be covering some. I'm going to start covering some of those cases as well, not just Idaho 4, but like what we just saw, the ASAP Rocky trial, and there's another trial starting this week. It's in the preliminary hearings stage right now, because they're going through evidence motions and suppression of evidence motions, um, and then you have another one. It stems to the Ahmed Aubrey case from 2020 and 2021. The prosecutor in that case she's now on trial. Uh, basically, uh, she was covering for her. She cared more for her former special investigator and a friend than she did for Ahmed Aubrey at that time. So her charges are uh, obstruction of justice, uh, failure to fulfill her duties as a prosecutor, and then just a misdemeanor charge. But yeah, that's kind of bad when you know, when you have a defense witness just totally going off the rails, like he was doing there. Now he didn't do that with the prosecution. And don't ask me why, but he didn't do that with the prosecution at all. But yeah, I mean, he didn't. The way he was acting towards the defense guys is not the way he was acting towards the prosecution. So I don't know if maybe he has a bias, uh, because his former friend Rocky is sitting there in the courtroom at the defense tables. So I don't know if it was a bias because it was the defense, but the way he was acting towards the defense, he didn't act that way towards the prosecution. He was answering all their questions and everything else, and the only thing that I thought was maybe he don't like the defense because the defense is possibly catching him in a lie or something. Because that would be the only reason why he was getting so defensive and cagey and everything else with the defense was because they were cornering him and he didn't like it. I mean, that's a possibility as well. Exactly, and they actually had to take like before this break right here that they took another break, and it was a sidebar between the judge and the witness, because the judge stopped it and had a sidebar with the witness and basically telling the witness that he needs to basically stop doing what he's doing. And this judge, I would hate to have this judge because yeah, if it was me, because he seems very uh, he gets irritated and annoyed very easily. Yeah. Hey, Kane. Yeah, it just seems to me he gets very irritated, very annoyed because I mean he was yelling at the witness several times, telling him to stop calling the defense lawyer a liar and stop this and stop that, and this dude just went on and on and on and on and on. Yeah, yeah, I thought for sure, like, a couple of times the judge was gonna have the bailiff, handcuff him, take him to jail for contempt. I mean, that's what I thought. He was gonna stop the court, handcuff him, and take him to jail for contempt because clearly this guy has very much contempt for the defense. And the way it seems he has contempt towards the judge too. Because the judge has asked him numerous and repeated times to knock it off, knock it off, knock it off. You don't insult people in my courtroom. You don't do that. Um, if he's at no, I'm going to say this again. This is not what we're seeing with this guy is not a one-off. He could very well, act like this outside of that courtroom. So it's not a one-off. That's probably his attitude and then the way he acts. And I'm gonna hate to say it, he acts ghetto. No, not in a bad way either, but that's the way he acts. And maybe in Rocky's mind, ASAP Rocky's mind, um, he took that as uh, disrespect towards him, and anybody, especially in the rap industry, like these two guys are, they're big on respect. You know, a majority of rappers are big on respect, and maybe Rocky thought this guy was disrespecting him, even though it was his friend. He more likely thought he was disrespecting him, and he had enough and pulled out a pew pew out in front of the hotel in Hollywood and shot at him a couple of times. Actually, about 3 or 4 times. But see, here's what the weird part was. Um, this witness, is now. What I don't understand is, why would you pick up the freaking shell casings? Why would you pick? Yeah, why would you pick up the shell casings? Why not just let the police get the shell casings? Yeah, and I mean, and there was allegations that this guy wasn't even in town when this alleged shooting happened. Yeah, and he said he had the video on archive on Instagram, but yet he was getting pissed off and irritated that they were trying to get him on a live phone where he could go on his Instagram. Well, if you have something archived on Instagram, you can actually you can check it from any phone. Just log into your account on Insta, and you can check your archives. And this guy was making excuses about, oh well, I need to access it from my phone to access to archives, and it just this guy just don't make no sense and to me at all. He's he's not he's not yeah. The way his demeanor is, the way he's carrying himself on the witness stand uh, with the defense, acting like a he's acting like a petulant, spoiled child up there on the witness stand. And I hate to say that, but that's just the way I'm seeing it. You know, if you're the victim in this alleged shooting that this where somebody shot at you 3 or 4 times, then why are you acting like this is a complete waste of time to you? Because that's just the way he's acting. He's acting like it's a waste of time. Exactly, Cheryl. Uh, he's acting like he wants revenge and not justice with that anger. And that's possibly exactly right. Now, mind you, Cheryl, he turned ASAP Rocky turned down a plea deal for 180 days in jail, a 7-year suspended sentence, and 3 years probation. He turned it down, and he just went ahead and pled guilty and took it to jury trial. Where I'd like to know is exactly why would he turn the plea deal down, unless he wants to prove in court that he didn't do that, he that he didn't do this, even though there's evidence that he did. but because he turned the plea deal down, exactly how much time, mind you, this is in Los Angeles. Exactly how much time would he be looking at, since his plea deal that he turned down was for 180 days in jail and a 7-year suspended sentence and 3 years probation. I mean, if I was him, I would have took the 3 years probation and 180 days in jail, because now that he's took it to trial, and if he's found guilty, eh, by the jury, exactly how much time can he get for this shooting? Even though it didn't kill anybody, but it did hit his friend in the hand, because the bullet ricocheted off the ground and hit him in his left hand. And I guess, the bullet that hit him in the hand was a magic bullet, because it, like, legit, the way he described it, his left hand was down to his side, and the bullet ricocheted off the ground in an upwards motion and hit him in his left hand. I guess it's just the magic bullet. And more than likely, I know why they took this break was because of how he was acting. Exactly, and because the way he was acting, I think that's why they decided to take the break, was to either get him calmed down, or or give him some stern warnings about the way he's acting in the court, or they just handcuffed him and took him to jail uh for contempt. I mean, they have done that. And this is my first day covering this trial. I mean, it's in day 6, but um, a lot of people are saying that ASAP Rocky is innocent or not guilty. But I mean, how can you be not guilty if you're shooting at somebody outside of a hotel? And and the way this witness is acting, maybe Rocky thought in the back of his head that maybe the dude deserved getting shot at, because of how he acts, because how he's acting in the courtroom. Yeah, they always say how somebody acts in a public place, like, say, the courtroom. I mean, that's a possibility, Jim. Maybe he wants to argue self-defense of some kind. I mean, that's a very good possibility. But I mean, why are you going to why are you going to act like this, basically? Yeah, I think, that's a good possibility, Cheryl. If it ricocheted off the ground, maybe he wasn't actually shooting at him, just in his direction, in general direction. I mean, that's a good possibility. I mean, this guy did state he shot at him 3 or 4 times, but he didn't say if it was directly, at him, or towards him. He just said, yeah, he shot him. Yeah, I heard 3 or 4 gunshots. Yeah, but he only found 2 casings. So it just makes you wonder. I gotta go ahead and end this live stream. Just got a call from my daughter's school. I gotta go pick her up. She's sick again at school. But uh, go ahead and leave a like and a comment in the comment section. When I get home, if the trial's still going, I'm gonna go ahead and jump back in it. Y'all have a good day. This is Robert with True Crime Unraveled. Peace out, guys.